What is going on? This is going to be tutorial dose of the day, and what I'm going to talk to you about today is vocal processing, or at least let me say 3 common ways that I process vocals. So okay, let's start in chronological order with Levitate sounds. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a common sound that I do in a ton of stuff. Behemoth is probably the most recent one. Right on the drop, you have a girl screaming. That girl is Teza Talks, and I'm gonna show you how I made her voice do that. Okay, so you can hear her, she's screaming, it's distorted, blase blase. I'm gonna show you how I do that. So I'll take a Tasia singing sample. What's Tasia? I don't really know how to spell it. Tasia. There we go. So that's no. Hold on. No. Let's go. Yeah. All right. So we'll take yeah. Okay. So we'll take a Tasia clip here. It's probably the same one I used on Behemoth actually. So we'll take a Tasia clip. This is her singing. I apologize if she sees this and she like cringes because these are raw vocals, but. Okay, so it's really simple. What you need are 3 things. You need a auto-tune plugin, saturator, and a chorus or an EQ, something like that. And that's really it. And for most of you that do sound design, just me saying that probably was like, yeah, there it is. But I'll show you in real time. I usually use auto-tune, Answer has auto-tune 7, but most people have Nectar. And so I'm going to use Nectar. The problem with Nectar, though, is it's mono. That is not a problem. Well, the pitch control is mono. That is not a problem here with this song because these were recorded mono, I do believe. Even though they have stereo, those are both the same channel. So I'm going to say overview, go pitch. And then I'm going to go in the pitch module. Let me check something. Yeah, this is recording. All right, yeah. So I'm going to go pitch module. We're gonna say I'm actually gonna choose high on this. She's not really singing high right now, but I'm gonna pitch it up. So we're gonna go minor, and I'm just gonna pick. I'll pick a G sharp minor. We'll do that one. Cool. So we have our auto tune to G sharp minor. It's probably gonna sound a little bit messy. Yeah, it's pretty messy. That's all right though. The song was recorded in C sharp minor, so I'm gonna go up 7. Now it's G sharp minor. Let's go down a couple because that's like really high pitch. So I mean it would work, but it's still really high pitch. So we got C sharp minor. I'm gonna go to a 3rd maybe. Nah. Let's go down. 1, 2, 3. Let's go down 3 to an F minor. So we don't have to go so crazy. Cool, so it's auto-tuned. I might have had like my keys wrong there. It might have been C minor. I don't really know. But either way, we'll get the goal here. We'll get the what we're trying to do. So I just use Ableton Saturator mainly because right here the thing is, I'll turn this up. The thing is we have this voice. If you look at it through an analyzer, it's really clean. It's recorded really clean, and so I can just. That's fine. Ready to go. You just can't do this kind of shit with like dirty voices. You can't do this shit with voices with like reverbs or recorded poorly or anything that sounds messy. I don't know, anything that has like already has saturation on it, that kind of thing. But because we got it auto-tuned, we have a really clean recording, let's run this bitch. So, I mean, already you guys are probably like, yeah, that's the fucking sound, which is cool. That's great. It's a pretty simple job. I just like discovered this sound when I was about like 21, I want to say, maybe 20, and fell in love with it, and so I use it a lot. We'll use like I like that. So I'm gonna teach you some really quick glitches with this kind of stuff, and then you can do your own fucked up distorted voice if you want. I mean, it's totally, some people don't like it. I get some hate for it, but because I do it a lot. But okay, so we have this. That's cool. Let's go. You can look at the note that these hit, by the way, by looking at an analyzer. It's a C sharp. C sharp, then a B, So you can check that out. If we put a chorus on it, we get this sound. Which I think is really similar to the Behemoth sound. But then if a really common glitch I do here, and I think this will conclude this vocal technique, a common glitch I do here is I jump an octave really quick. I jump like a couple octaves. So this is 4, we go up to 16 on the 1, and then 28 here, and then you get the sound. Which I'm sure you guys have heard before. It's a really easy like glitch to do, just really quick, Really piercing, so let's try to... There you go. Then you get that. Pretty cool sound. Really dope if you wanna find like a lead or something that really fills that space or like is really in your face, that sounds cool, delivers like more of a digital aesthetic, that kind of thing, not synthesized. That's the main reason I started doing that in the first place, is I wanted to stop synthesizing so much. I'm not a big fan of synthesizing. So now let me teach you another trick. I'm going to use this vocal. We're gonna bring it down to normal. This is also another Nectar 2 trick, by the way. We're gonna slow it down. This trick is a little bit cooler with like more breathy vocals, but we'll see what we can get with this. So I'm gonna copy Nectar 2 here, and and then change the auto tuning from F to C sharp minor. So it's auto tuned here. Let's maybe try C minor. I might have been yeah, this is C minor. Okay, so I'll try C minor. Let me change the range here to medium. Awesome. So we have our voice auto-tune. Now, the reason I use Nectar for this one though is because Nectar 2 has this really unique character to its format shifting. So a lot of times on my new EP, especially, not so much in the past, but on my new EP, when it comes out, you'll hear this really common vocal effect that's really like sonically pleasing, and it's using format shifting. So let me show you how I do this. We go transpose up an octave and then shift it down, and then we play with the scale for like cleanliness, I guess you could say. So this is what that sounds like. Really, really cool sound, in my opinion, especially if it gets to, like I said, like more breathy vocals. Right, so let's try to find a different part of a verse where you can really hear the like radness of this. Alright, I like that part. So then what I proceed to do with Nectar here is automate this knob in real time, and you get this really, really awesome, just otherworldly fucking sound that I've just fallen in love with so much. It sounds like this. Right, so you'll hear that on my new EP. If you have trouble rendering this, you like go to render audio and you hear, this is really important. I should put like a flashing fucking light, but this is really important. If you try to render this and the pitch format shifting isn't coming out, like it just doesn't have the automation there, what you can do is a simple Command T, resample it, and run a resample. Right, and you can get into, it's really awesome because you can get into those same kind of little glitch fills that I do with the distorted voice. You can do that with this, going into this effect. It's pretty cool. So we'll do the same octave up. I'm gonna put it on complex for this. So we'll go an octave up, and then we'll go 2 octaves up, and then check it out. Then we'll do another one here just so you can see what this is really sounding like, We'll go octave up, then 2 octaves up. So yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool. Now let's throw some distortion on this to like really clear it up and like really kind of make it gnarly, Best if we put a compressor beforehand. The reason I'm using a compressor here is because it actually applies. There are actually a bunch of peaks that's fucking with my saturation. Then we'll like throw some EQ on there, a little bit of phaser to make it extra weird. Problem is with phasers, I was reminded recently that if you put them in mono, it kind of destroys your sound, so watch out for that. And then of course, like my favorite thing to do, put a chorus on it and then just have a ball. If you can't understand how or why that would be an instrument, or like you can't hear yourself using it, then you have no imagination. That is one of the coolest sounds I've ever used or made in electronic music. I think you guys should also make melodies out of that. So those are 2 ways to process vocals. I think I might have said 3 at the beginning of this video, but those are really just my go-tos, honestly. I guess 3 if you want to count the glitches. But that's really it. I mean, those are definitely my favorite ways to use vocals as a lead. I guess I'll throw a wild card in here, and I'll make if you've ever heard Enough by Flume, I'm gonna make an Enough sound. Now listen to the song. There's a specific part. Let's see if we can't find it right now. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe he made this sound with a vocal. And so, real quick, I'm going to try to make this, just as a bonus. Poetry, Skylar Rock with the coca, I'm the joker. That sound below Pusha T's voice, I think that was actually made with a vocal. That would be my guess on how to make that. And so let's do that right now. So yeah, let's drop this vocal 48. You guys already see where I'm going with this. If you don't, bear with me. So drop it 48, then let's distort the shit out of it. Let's try not warping it. Let's try, we'll warp it. Let's play around with that. Let's see what we got. I actually think Tage's vocals are too clean. Let me try finding a different voice. I had made this sound in another session with someone the other day. Just trying to figure it out, and I made it, and I just don't remember what vocal I used. So. Trying to find a male vocal. Was it? No. I think it was a different pack. Hold on. Let me find it. Not many vocals, but names. There we go. Yes. Let's use this weird guy. Drop it. Some like amazing sounds in there, but let's try to EQ this, just dial it in. I could probably use a different saturator, but whatever. This is already so fucking cool. Probably end up using something like this in one of my songs. But I'm gonna throw another saturator. And then this is clipping. And then I'm gonna it's already pretty stereo, but I'm gonna use a little simple delay. So like really the moral here is like different vocals will give you different crazy insane sounds, but yeah, to conclude, it's probably something like that. I have no idea, but probably something like that. You know, just find a better sample. just crush the hell out of it. Maybe throw a phase delay on there, drop it, all the octaves. But yeah, so that's 3 unique ways to process samples, I guess. You know, especially if you want to make some horrifying sounding shit. Alright, thank you. Peace.